She becomes obsessed with fixing the scratch. At first, she told herself it was nothing, just a line, just a scratch, just paint. She even laughed about it, once, posted a single story, cropped carefully, with a caption that said, "First battle scar of trailer life." Then she deleted it, because the longer she looked at it, the louder it got. The scratch ran along the curve of the custom paint job, the one she'd designed herself, the one that had taken months to choose, the one everyone recognized as hers. It wasn't deep, but it was visible, and now she couldn't not see it. She tried parking differently, tried changing the angle, tried convincing herself the light made it look worse than it was. It didn't. The next morning she washed the trailer, slowly, carefully, twice. She stood there in silence, towel in hand, staring at the mark like it might apologize if she waited long enough. It didn't, so she Googled, "How to remove light scratches from RV paint. Best compound for custom automotive finish. Can you fix a scratch without repainting the whole panel?" She ordered 3 kits, overnight shipping. She told herself it was practical, preventative, responsible. But by noon, she'd canceled plans. By evening, she'd postponed a trip. By night, she was zooming in on old photos of the trailer, before the scratch, comparing pixels like a detective studying a crime scene. She replayed the moment in her head, the sound, the jolt, the half-second of confusion. She tried to remember the exact angle, the exact pressure, as if understanding it perfectly might undo it. The first repair attempt was careful, measured. She masked the edges, cleaned the surface, followed every instruction. She buffed and buffed and buffed. When she stepped back, the scratch was still there. Softer, but there. So she tried again, harder this time, longer. She didn't notice the sun had set until the light changed. She didn't notice her hands were shaking until she stopped. She took another photo, zoomed in, compared. The scratch was different now, not better, just different. That night she didn't sleep much. She kept thinking about how strange it was, that after surviving algorithms, sponsors, deadlines, millions of viewers, this tiny line in the paint was what finally made her feel out of control. The next day she drove to a body shop, then another, then another. She didn't like their answers. Cosmetic. Not worth repainting. Living wear and tear. Living. That word bothered her, because this trailer wasn't a vehicle. It was her home, her last project, the one place she was supposed to finally stop performing. She went back inside, opened her old editing laptop, not to post, just to look. She watched clips from years ago, when everything had been perfect on camera, when every flaw had been framed as a story. She realized something then. She had always fixed things by filming them, by shaping the narrative, by controlling what people saw. But this scratch didn't care about the story. And neither did something else she kept ignoring. The strange sound in the hitch, the uneven tire wear, the subtle pull when she braked. She noticed them, briefly, then went back to the paint. That evening, she covered the scratch with a temporary decal, just for now, just until she decided. She stood back and nodded. Problem solved, mostly. But as she turned off the lights, her eyes went not to the decal, but to the shadows under the trailer, to the parts she hadn't checked, to the things she kept postponing. This is Hitch to home. Sometimes obsession isn't about what's broken, it's about what you're afraid to look at. And sometimes, the scratch you're desperate to fix is the only thing keeping you from seeing what's actually coming apart.